Hello and welcome to Coconut Chats. Today you've got me, Harita, and I'm joined with Shomita. How are you going?
I'm good, Harita. How are you?
I'm good. Today we're joined with a highly accomplished mortgage advisor at RNZ Financial Services and founder of EmpowHER. So that's Empower with an HER at the end, which is a women's empowerment group. With over 26 years' experience in New Zealand's financial industry, Rani Nalam has helped many Kiwis secure homes, investment properties, and business loans. Her career began with over 2 decades at ANZ Bank as a senior accountant, where she honed exceptional financial and analytical skills. Beyond the financial world, she's a passionate community leader, serving on boards like Puketepapa, Business Voice, and Spine Health Africa, and actively contributing to various business networks. Through Empower Her, Rani is dedicated to empowering women. Please welcome Rani. How are you
Thank
going?
you. Thank you so much for having me on. Good, thank you, Harita and Somita.
Thanks for joining us. So you've got a workshop coming up this weekend, so we thought it would be a good time to chat to you before that workshop is run. But first things first, you moved to New Zealand from Mumbai over 30 years ago now.
Yes.
What motivated you to make the big move?
I mean, back then when my husband and I, we were young, we said, let's explore, and see what are the new options out there. And we applied for Australia and New Zealand, but New Zealand was easier or shorter time it was taking to get the PR. Back then, it was based on your educational qualifications and your age and your experience that they were giving resident visas. So, but we didn't know anything about New Zealand because there was no internet. There was nothing to even, we didn't know anyone also here. But we thought, let's explore. And if it doesn't work out, we can always go back, because that option was always there. And we just moved, packed our bags and moved here, just the two of us, and came in peak winter of New Zealand, which was in June, and back in Mumbai, it's very warm and hot, and it was like freezing for us. But over the years, we got used to it. But then usual immigrant story of struggles and finding your feet here, finding job, but within a year, we both, or 6 months, sorry. So we got jobs. I've got my teacher's qualifications also. So I registered and I'm a qualified teacher too. So I used to do like relief work here, relief teaching and all. And then I always wanted to be in the banking industry with my background. I've got a degree in mathematics. I've got a postgraduate diploma in mathematics from Auckland University. And I also have a teacher's degree in mathematics. So with that, I thought that banking is where I would like to be, even though I had opportunities to do a full-time job in teaching, but I thought I'll take banking. And back then, there was no computer or nothing. You write CVs with your hand, handwritten CVs or typewritten ones, and then just see the ads in the paper. So I saw a small ad for ANZ and I applied, and they took my interview over phone, and they liked what I talked about. They were impressed with my background of analyticals, numbers, and everything. And by afternoon, I was surprised that I got the job offer, back then. But I started off as a teller first in Onehunga branch. And within 6 months, I moved to the head office, which is in Albert Street, ANZ. And then I moved my way up and into the finance world. And finance has been what I have been there for a long time. I did financials for the bank in terms of budgeting, forecasting, management reporting, projects, and you name it. I was sent to Bangalore 3 times to train up the back office staff there. I got involved in a lot of projects. When the New Zealand Bank merged with the National Bank, I was from the finance team. I was one of the project persons to look after that, to ensure that the numbers or the outputs were correct. And over the years, but I must say my journey with the bank has been amazing. I had good team people and managers who worked really well, and they pushed and encouraged me to take up the next jobs and all. But when I got this finance role, I just came back from a parental leave, and I said, no, I don't want finance role, because how much time consuming finance roles are. But they said, come and meet the manager and see how it works. So I went and met the manager, and I told them that I've got a small baby and only the husband and we don't have anyone here. So don't worry, you can come work, and if your child needs you, you can always go, like whenever so we put him in a daycare, and I would work in the city. The daycare was closer to the city, but it worked well. They looked after me quite well. And in fact, I was the first, I can say, that I was the first person to do job sharing for ANZ. Like 2 of us did the job sharing, which was like flexibility back then. And then when my son started school, I did like 7 to 2, which again was one of the first of its kind with ANZ, where they encouraged me, that I could go leave at 2 o'clock, go pick up my son, because my husband would drop him off, and I would start at 7 o'clock, and I would pick him up, take him to after school and all that, and then come back and work from home on my laptop, which was like, which happened during COVID, but I had that opportunity long time back, so I felt that it was a really great experience with the bank, and I've got fond memories and still friends and catch-ups and all that, and the experience I've gained working with the bank and the people I've met, and also from my part, we have there was an Indian networking group within the bank where we would celebrate Diwali, and we would encourage everyone to take part. And it's a highlight of the year at the bank every year, Around 400 staff would attend, right from the CEO to CFO, everyone would dress up. And so that's kind of bringing diversity into workforce and sharing what our culture is. So that there is like the local Kiwi, they would also understand what Diwali was and why is it celebrated and dress up and all. So which was they took part in everything, that was happening and all, which is quite a good thing. And also it was a team of us Indians who were spreading that message of our culture and inclusivity of everyone in that. So it's been a good journey, and my son is now 24 years, so I've been with bank most of my life, So in 2017, my role got disestablished, and because we have offshored, and I didn't want to maybe pursue more in the professional career as in the corporate role. So I decided to take a break. And 2 months, I spent time with my mom, my sister back home in Mumbai. And by the time I did my level 5 course, which is like financial services course, which made me ready to become a mortgage advisor. So with all the experience I've gained in the bank and the relationships and all, this was a natural progression for me, to get into this field, which is at the bank, I was on this side of the fence, whereas right now I'm on the other side of the fence from the client's perspectives, like looking at helping them get loans and seeing them fulfill their wish or the dream of owning a house. So so that's what my journey has been so far, which has been amazing.
Yeah, Rani, the one you mentioned, the job sharing. So for people outside of New Zealand may not be familiar with this term. So what it exactly meant? Were you sharing hours with another person?
Yeah, so what it meant was that my other colleague, she was pregnant and she was going to go off on parental leave, but she didn't want to take, when she came back, she didn't want to do full-time role.
Okay.
And then I also wanted to be with my son before he started school. Like he was like a 3-year-old and he was going to Montessori.
Okay.
So I thought that before he starts school, even I would like to spend some time. So it was the best of both the worlds coming together.
Yeah.
So she could work 2 days and I would work 3 days.
Right.
But in doing, because this kind of job sharing needs good communication between the two of us,
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm
the
saying.
hand over and hand off of the task so that we
Exactly.
don't drop the ball,
Yeah.
which worked really well, and the team and all were quite happy. And I think ANZ was nominated back then, being the first, in this kind of things to be done and all,
That's
which
great.
was quite a good thing, I think. So that is what the job sharing was, till the time my other colleague came back on a full time, and I also came back on a full time, in the sense 7 to 2 o'clock when when my son started school.
Yeah.
So it worked well.
Yeah. So when did EmpowHER started?
So it was during COVID.
Okay.
I mean, like, I was thinking that what is it out there that we women need? You know how I don't know, in Australia, you're in Australia, right?
Yeah.
But in New Zealand, we've got, like, for older senior citizens, we've got like domestic violence, we've got like young children, young adults, but we didn't have anything, a platform for women of my age group and with little bit grown up kids or anything where we can come together, talk about, the aim of Empower was to inspire, inform, and support other women in New Zealand through this friendly, non judgmental platform.
Yeah.
Because what I find is that not many women come together and want to talk openly. There are some things which women want to talk, but they don't know where to talk, what to talk, how to talk, and they feel, is it confidential, is it safe, is it the right platform.
Yeah.
So in setting up Empower, we thought that if we can encourage women to come to our forums and give them the platform to inspire them to, be the best versions of themselves and grow, because we're all of us are on a continual journey, right? And we're always evolving. So
Yeah.
we thought, I thought during COVID, then I shared it with like-minded women, saying that, hey, this is what I came up with. What do you think? And all, and they jumped on it. All the team, whoever I approached, the women were very encouraging. They said, let's start this and all. It's quite a good platform to have, which everyone felt there was a gap and need.
Yeah.
So that's during 2020 of COVID. That's when this whole thing started. And in 2021, when things opened up, we did our first forum.
Okay.
And we've been doing since then. We ran 4 forums every year.
Okay.
And the last one we did was in March, which was with the Indian High Commission. We collaborated with the Indian High Commission on International Women's Day and met Harita there. Yeah, and it was quite a good success, I thought.
Nice. So are you guys on what all platforms is EmpowHER available?
Currently, we are on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, so only 2, but for on Facebook we've got quite a big, 500-600 people or liking the page or following.
So is it, if I'm understanding this correctly, there is a core team which will organize for these forums and the events, and then you take volunteers from whoever, you will spread the news, and whoever comes for volunteering, you will accept volunteers. Is that how it works?
Yeah. So the way it works is, it's we get together and decide what might be the topic we want to do.
Right.
So once we start on the topic, then we see who's the best person or the speaker out there, and it's all women.
Yeah.
This forum is only for women.
Yeah.
So then we try and see who's the best person who can come and deliver that what we are looking at, and who will connect with women who will be attending the events. It's mainly ethnic, our community women, but I do have Asians, Africans, Middle Eastern, everyone attending the events we have. So once we decide on the speaker, then we engage the speaker. We do like Zoom catch-ups with the speaker, and we run through how the forum should be. Like, is it going to be a workshop? Is it going to be like enactment, like we did with menopause and all? I'll talk about it, and then is it going to be like we had once nutrition and health? So it is all about showcasing uh, how to do some simple exercises at home, when we are standing or when we are cooking or when we are sitting. Or that was during COVID. We did, we ran an online one and it was quite a success.
Okay, nice. That
And
sounds
we,
interesting.
yeah, and we spoke about nutrition also there, like simple home things and how you can,
Mhm.
And then the first forum we did was about, all about you, finding you, because
Okay.
as women, as mothers, we always put ourselves at the back bench, We never think of ourselves first, but we said that there's nothing wrong in thinking about yourself,
Yeah, yeah.
If you are happy mentally and healthy physically, your whole house and your whole family is well looked after,
Mhm.
But take some time out, for yourself. It's your me time. It's very important, Read a book, watch a TV, go for a walk, or gossip with your girlfriends, anything, but it's your time.
Yeah.
And you should also tell, like, your family and all that this is my time. We should have that courage to say, that give me my time, but I will come and spend time with you, but this is my time. So
Yeah.
all that we did, then we had a mental coach come in, and like we had a few people talk about it. We had a clinical psychologist.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had that, and we did this nutrition, and then we had another forum, like turning turning your stumbling blocks into stepping stones. We had three amazing women on our platform
Okay.
who went through quite a lot in their life, and how they have turned their lives around and still smiling and positive. So adversity and downfalls shouldn't make you stay there, but get up and
Absolutely.
move on with your life,
Yeah. Yeah.
And the other one, which was a super hit one, was, financial. We did. Uh, we had Dr. Pushpa Wood. She talked about financial retirement. I spoke about mortgages and loans. And because what happens and what I have seen in my profession when I'm doing is we want women also to take an active part in financial decisions,
Yeah.
because that's where they don't, even when buying a house and all, or running a business or managing finance. You can be a businesswoman, but then when you ask, oh, what about the financial? My husband is after it.
Yeah. Yes.
Or, oh, I don't know anything about it. But why? That's what we were, that forum was, tomorrow, what if you go through unfortunate circumstances? And we had a person come and share her story where she lost her husband, and he was telling her, learn this finances, learn this, what I'm doing, but she always brushed it aside. And uh, I mean, after thought was that, oh, I should have learned all those things, So, and then mortgage also, when you take a mortgage, it's two of you and you're signing, right?
Yep.
Signing for the loan. And then what happens after that? Do you know what are the repayments? Do you know how much you have to pay? What is the interest rate? How does the loan work?
Yeah.
No, because if you don't, then it's. I mean, I find it even very, when I say educated women also don't get involved,
Yeah.
So that, and then we had also a lawyer come in and talk about wills, enduring power of attorney, all those things which we also forget to do.
Yep.
So that platform, forum that we created was like, people keep asking us to keep doing it again and again, which we will be doing, because with all the financial changes that's happening, OCR changes, interest rates, and all those things, it's time we do again, that forum. So, yeah. And then we had the one on menopause, which was again a very amazing forum. We had a gynecologist and a GP, and they enacted, like as I told you, storytelling. We had enacted like patient coming in and talking with the doctor, GP first, and talking about menopause and all, and then the GP referring to the gynecologist, what happens, what is menopause, and why do we not talk openly about it? I mean, why is there a taboo of such topic? It's natural for us women to go through it, but so many women who came on on that forum, they found it very, very nice that we ran that forum because they could openly ask questions there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, which it's always brushed under the carpet in the house, and
Yeah. Exactly.
very often your partner or husband doesn't recognize, and the children also don't know, because if we don't talk, then they wouldn't know, right? It should be an open topic in the house, like this is what you go through it, but
Yeah.
that's where we gave that platform so that women can take away something, that yes, this is what we may need to go and do. Because if you don't talk, what about your children? How will they learn? How will they know, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same with financial literacy also. When I said that if you as a mother don't know what finance is, what bank works, or how everything works, what will you teach your children?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to be a role model for your children.
Exactly.
As a
Exactly.
mother, I know that dads, fathers, they do that. They do historically, or it has been fathers who looked after, right, the earning members. But we have to teach our kids, boys and girls.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep.
by earning members, like now mostly like in Australia, New Zealand, I'm saying, and also in India, like now with the inflation and everything, with one person's earnings, you can't really run the house.
No,
Like
no.
both the partners have to contribute financially. So
Mm.
it has been observed that even after contributing financially, still there is no knowledge, no authority, no
Mm.
decision
No.
power,
Why?
nothing. And it's very surprising. We don't really expect these coming from very well established women on a very high position, but it is actually there.
It's a reality. Yeah, in fact, yeah, it is. I mean, we all must be seeing and observing and becoming aware of such things, around us and all. And in fact, when we had Dr. Pushpaji, she was saying, that financial abuse is quite a big thing.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so
Yes.
that's where, when I go and see my clients for loans or mortgages, I ensure that both of them are sitting there.
Mhm.
Mm.
And then and which I have to do by law anyway, that we need, if both are applicants, we need to talk to both of them and make them understand, each of them, that this is what it is, this is what you're getting into, this is how it will work and all. Not just one person, which I don't do that. I ensure that both my clients are sitting there and going through everything and understanding completely.
Mm. That's really good.
So
Yeah.
that's educating the clients, and because, like, it's in my profession or in my business, the home buying, it's a lifelong thing. Like, you may buy a first home, a next home, or investment property, but it's a journey that they take with me, and I want to be with them, through that journey, educate them, guide them, according to their financial picture, whatever is their financial picture. And that's what gives me, like,
Mm.
the most satisfaction, that I'm there with them. And if you see on my card, my tagline is also, with you always, today and always.
Yeah.
So it's a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
That's
really
very
good that you make sure that the wife or the woman in the relationship has equal input as what the husband does, because they've both signed the mortgage, that it's only fair that she knows everything that the husband knows and has equal say in everything.
Yes, yeah,
Because
that's what I do. I take them through everything together. Yeah.
Yep. And that's exactly it. Then financial abuse can't really happen if the woman is aware of everything. Then at least she's educated a bit more and can make educated decisions. So with EmpowHER. I mean, you started it during COVID, which was probably a really good time to start something like this, because it's when people have more downtime and they are looking for connection, because they're stuck in their homes. But what are some of the challenges that you've faced with creating EmpowHER, and how have you addressed them?
I mean, it's always challenging to get women from diverse backgrounds and all, and getting them on the platform and encouraging them to come. Also, I had quite a few of them from outside of Auckland also asking us to do these forums, but for us, it's only been we are still in the baby steps, right now. So we thought we'll take few years and establish properly in Auckland, and then we will go out, outside of Auckland. So that's also been a challenge, we want to do, and I've been approached and all. I mean, we have tackled the challenges by actively seeking feedback from our attendees and adapting our topics and inviting diverse speakers who resonate with our audience. I mean, additionally, we have also used social media to increase our reach and visibility, So it's always, getting new topics, speakers. Those are the challenges, but we are always asking feedback from our attendees and all whoever attend. We take survey, we ask feedback. What is it that you want to hear next time? And women are quite upfront about telling us, what they would like to hear. So based on that, we run the forums also. In fact, menopause was one of the hot topics, and financials was one of the hot topics, that we were asked. So which is why we ran those, and it was quite a good one.
So how did you get the topics? So it was like through a voting or?
No, we do survey at end of each forum. We do a survey.
Okay.
And either it's a paper survey, we give the attendees, or we try to use technology like Slido and all also. So where it's online, you go and put online questions.
Yeah. That's always best. Yeah, you give some options and you get the output. Otherwise, people will keep thinking forever. Yeah.
So, and we collect it, and women have been upfront in giving their feedback and all, and they call us up also. Even not on survey, but they'll call up and during some chats or meeting me anywhere and all, and they'll ask me, "Oh, what is it you're doing next time?" and all. What is the topic? I said, "You tell me what you want to hear," and that's how we gather what the topics, and then getting the right speakers, because the speaker has to resonate with the attendees, and the attendees also have to learn from the speaker,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we also did one forum for small business women, entrepreneurs. That was also quite good because we had a good speaker come in and talk about business and the sense that she runs her own company. She's the CEO of company where she turns around companies that are going under into a profitable business. So she was one of her speakers, who came and shared her skills and knowledge and all how to manage your business as a woman entrepreneur, small business woman entrepreneur. We did one on growth mindset.
Okay. So how is the finance of EmpowHER is managing? Like you are arranging the forums. So is it through fundraising or government or like self-funding?
Yeah, we do get some sort of funding, but it's not. We call on people to do us favors by, this is what we can do. We can give you some koha. We can, if you're interested in being on this platform and you want to join with us, collaborating. So we call on, and people have been really nice in helping us support the.
I would think so because this is quite a benevolent thing that you are doing. So
yeah. In the sense of our poster designs are done free. So we call on my contacts and friends who will support us. That's how you go in initial stages.
Yeah, exactly. That's how we are also surviving. Yeah. So
yep.
Yeah.
Yours is also funded or?
No. We are
Self-funded.
we're self-run.
Self-funded, yeah. I mean, like, initially it's till people see value in what you're doing, until we establish ourselves. So I'm sure, in the long run, it will work out well. So let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, we did get some recognition, like Harita got some recognition, so some fun came from there. But yeah, mostly
Oh,
we,
nice. Nice. What was it? What was the recognition?
yeah.
Oh, I won a volunteering award a few months ago,
Oh,
and
congratulations.
thank you. And they donated, well, they like gave me some prize money as part of winning that award. So that prize money was to go towards, wherever I wanted. So I put some of that money into running this podcast.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, we also had few people sponsor and give us some money and all, to get by for food and for this and that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's okay. I think it's a start, and people are seeing the value. And Empower got recognized as we got a community award, by the Indian News Link. We got recognized, and I got an award for myself being a community member and doing things, and also
Yeah.
it's encouraging.
Yeah, definitely,
Mm.
definitely. And yeah, like I think more people should come forward and like at this age and at with what's going on around the world, it's like women need to help each other and uh,
Yeah, stand together.
together we can be more successful.
Yeah, I mean, like, I always believe that if we women come together, we can create magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but that's
Absolutely.
coming together is the important part.
Exactly. Yes, that's very I know what where you're getting this, but yeah. That's
Mm.
totally true. Yeah,
Mm.
also, as you mentioned, like some in some of your events, you already had psychologists and also nutrition experts coming through. So, is there any collaboration with any of other institutes or other associations from where you can like have the speakers and other people join you, like a
Yeah,
collaboration? It's more
I mean, like,
wide.
speakers are all from like all walks of, like, if we had to say, for example, menopause, so we had to go and approach a gynecologist
Mm,
and a
right.
GP. Now, I didn't know any gynecologist, but I just sent an email off, to show them what Empower is doing and do they want to come on board with us and all. It's
Mm.
like I created a connection, reaching out, and then now that connection is there.
Yeah.
It's like, approaching people and just letting them know what Empower does. And if you want to come on board with us and be part of a speaker, like I even asked Dr. Wood, Pushpa Wood to be our speaker. Like she's from Massey University.
Yeah.
And we also, like Empower also gave away a few courses to the women from her university who wants to attend the courses and all.
Right.
And we also, like, we also collaborated with like Marai here in Auckland, where we went and gave nappies and milk powders and during Christmas.
Mm,
And we also gave to Asian Network some nappies, milk powders for new moms and new parents. We gave those things, so we collaborated with them in that way. And yeah, so that is how we collaborate, and we get speakers, and they know, they spread the word, and they become our attendees also.
mm.
Mm.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
And it benefits both ways when you're helping give them publicity, but they're also speaking at your event, and yeah, you don't need to exchange
And
money with
yes,
each
yeah,
other.
all our speakers are given, like, wide publicity, whether it is on Facebook, on Instagram, or on in the newspaper, the articles. It's wide, wide. And even the audience who attend, I believe that by doing this, running these forums, we are connecting.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, a gynecologist coming to our event for 3 hours for free, and the women getting access to a gynecologist.
Mm.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
That
Time is
that's
money.
like,
Yeah.
time is money, but
Yeah.
they were willing, and the audiences were there and connected. and they could ask questions, and they go and see them afterwards and catch, I mean, like they do appointments, whether it is GP or gynecologist, or whether it was clinical psychologist or it is nutritionist. Everyone we have given platform, and then connecting the attendees to those speakers. So it's like, win-win for all of us.
Definitely.
So it's always believing in connecting. It's important.
Yep, definitely. So obviously you run EmpowHER as a side thing, a volunteer role on top of your busy full-time job. So how do you balance your full-time job with all of this community involvement?
It's not easy, I must say. But what I do is like, managing professional and community requires time like management and prioritization, I believe. So I set some goals and manage a structured timeline, so that I'm like, giving 100%. I can't say 100%, but I'm giving equal thought and equal time to both of my professional and community events and all. But it requires a lot of time management. It's because I might have customers whose loans are going to be settled and all, and at the same time I might have this speaker or organization events happening and all. So it's just time management, which takes a lot of time and effort, as you all know.
Yep. How would you say that your family is playing a role in all this? How are the
Oh, okay. My family has always been like, my family support. My husband Praveen and my son Karan their support has been invaluable. Uh, I mean, their encouragement and belief in my abilities have provided me with the confidence and motivation to pursue my goals. So they have been my sounding board and my cheerleaders. They have been, which have been crucial in my career development. I mean, like, because if I'm out doing community and professional work, someone needs to look after the house also.
Yeah.
It's my husband, Praveen, who looks after. My son is overseas, but they've always encouraged, to do things that I've been doing, because I always believe in giving back. So that's my passion also, apart from my business. My other side is the community work. So
Yeah.
which I got 100% support.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, eh? When people do a lot of volunteer work or community work, you need that support at home so that you have the time to do all that stuff in the community. Otherwise,
Yeah.
if you had to cook every day and do all the cleaning after you get home from work, you're not left with much time to do anything else. So, yeah,
No,
same.
yeah, and also if you don't have that support, you at the back of your mind, it's always running. Oh, I have to run back home and do these things. I can't. So you're not 100% committed to what you're doing, because your mind is always like, thinking, I have to go back and do. But if you have that peace of mind that yes, it is taken care of, then you can give your 100%. And
Yeah.
I've been lucky, now that my son is grown up and all. And when he was growing up, we didn't have time, as all of us as parents with young kids. There's sports, there's school, there's this activity and all. But once they become self-reliant on themselves, so I believe that we all should be able to contribute some time towards community and giving back. That's very important, because I believe in always sharing, either it is knowledge or information or people connecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How often do you visit India? So are you connected with your
Of course, Amchi Mumbai. I'm from Mumbai. We go like I just went, when did I go? Not last year before. We are going in again this end of the year. We go every couple of years because my mom is there, my sister's family is there. Yeah, so we are connected still with.
Very good. Yeah.
In fact, I have, every time I go there, people ask me, why don't you start EmpowHER here too?
Yeah. Yeah, actually you should. Yeah. So yeah. like of course, like you up to you and your partners, but yeah, you should expand to other
Yeah,
countries.
which I am thinking, because there is a need there also,
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
so,
Big need.
yeah, so this time when I go, I'll explore because every time they keep telling me, start here, this Empower, please start and all. But
yeah,
it takes time. I need to plan out because my business is here, my work is here. So I need to see
exactly.
how
Yeah.
I can do it there.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, you
You
need
need
to
to have,
find someone very reliable to run the show
yeah,
there.
Yes,
yeah,
because it's the quality is at risk. Otherwise,
Exactly.
if you don't deliver to that standards, then
Exactly.
you're let
Absolutely.
down.
yeah. And that's your reputation then as well.
Yeah, I mean, ours is a small one, but whatever we are doing, we want to do it to that level that it is like people want to collaborate with us.
Exactly.
So
Mm.
that's what we look at, that we're doing quality forums and quality things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were saying you run about 4 forums a year. You've got a forum coming up this weekend. Do you want to just
Yes.
tell our listeners what that one's about and if they're interested, how they can register?
Yeah. So the one that's happening is on the 14th of September. It's from 2 to 5:30. It's at Fickling Center, Three Kings, Auckland. And it is the title of the forum is Be Beautiful and Bold. That means be you, but we all are beautiful, and be bold in the sense that it's all about body positivity and confidence. And we are having personal stylist who will be coming and sharing tips on how to be comfortable and confident in what you have, your body shape, your clothes, and everything. She's not going to come and turn around and say, throw this, throw that, but whatever you have, how you can be comfortable. And she'll show some styling tips, some colors, tones, what goes with our skin color, what goes with different colors. And she's been a personal stylist for 14 years in New Zealand, and she does both men and women styling and all. She does even personalized. She'll come to your house, look at your wardrobe, and give you
Okay.
like this
Mm.
day, this weekly planner sort of thing. She'll
Yeah.
do. So I thought this might be a good topic and person to have on a forum. The reason being is that one, she's a professional personal stylist, and to have someone like her come and do and share her knowledge free to our women is something I always wanted to do, this topic. And also being confident. And most of us here who have come from India, we work in corporates, offices, and all, and we mostly wear Western clothes, right?
Right.
Mm.
And many of them who come from India or somewhere else and may not be comfortable, because we're always covering, doing things that, oh, how do
Yeah.
I be confident in what I'm wearing?
Yeah.
Which many of them are not used to, right? So just she'll give and share some tips, and she'll be calling couple of ladies to talk about color, tone, and all, and
Yeah.
three more ladies to bring their own clothes, and she will style them. And
That's
there'll be
really
Q&A session, and she will be, yeah, so this includes like mix and mingle, there's food and Q&A session and very interactive workshop and all. And there's a link on our Facebook page to register. uh, I mean, we are closing off on 12 Thursday. The reason being is that once the registration is closed, we'll be picking up three women's names from the registered who have registered, and we'll let them know that you are the three lucky women who the personal stylist will style you on that day.
nice.
I mean, this
Um,
is a good platform to give, and someone like uh, the stylist who's been here for 15 years and she's been doing it.
and I know like some of my friends who work in, corporate roles where they, need to really dress the part. Some of them have actually hired stylists before, and I know stylists can charge quite a lot per
Yes,
hour. So
yes,
to get this for free is really good.
yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of people can't afford it.
No, no, that's what I thought that giving that this kind of like platform to our women, where I don't think even I'll be able to afford that kind of money with a personal stylist, So it's good to have, this. And I always look at these different things and speakers to bring on board. And being a part of business women's networks, I meet a lot of women who are there in the businesses doing different things. That's where I bring my speakers from.
Yeah.
So I mean, and they are happy to come and do, and by word of mouth also, because I had already few speakers from the business networks, and they have by word of mouth told others also, this is a good platform to be on, and they come forward, and it's like we'll give some koha something, but nothing much, but they're happy to be part of and collaborate with us.
And sometimes word of mouth is the best advertising for someone, rather than paying them. They might get 20 new clients out of the word of mouth, that people that have come to your workshop.
Yeah, because they come to our workshop and our attendees then get connected with them. They take the numbers and then they connect with them later on. So it is win-win for all of them. I'm just the via person, or via medium through which they're connecting. But yeah, our Empower team is just a via medium.
Yeah, that's really good. We really need more of this. Like just women supporting women, like no money involved, just women supporting women with whatever skills they have, networking. It seems I haven't been able to go to any of your forums because I live in Wellington. Yeah, to bring it to Wellington, but I've heard really good things, and I've been following.
Let's do one in Wellington if you're. Let's plan one.
Let's collaborate. I'm okay. Like I've heard really good things, and I've followed you on Facebook ever since I've met you.
Thank you.
Really good feedback about it, and I just, especially after COVID, and at the moment, lots of people are very stressed out with cost of living and different problems.
Yes.
Everywhere. Just anything like this where people can get together for a few hours and just feel good, but also learn something new. We need more of that.
I mean, that's what our aim is, that even if one woman can take away from our forum something, this is how I can think differently, that thought, that change of mind, attitude, or your mindset. So that's all it is,
Definitely, yeah.
You can't change the whole world, but if you change one person, then it's done.
Yeah,
very true. So before we finish up, is there anything you want to cover that we haven't covered in this interview so far?
I mean, you were saying you were okay. I mean, you will be putting out also the link if you can, or about our event.
Yeah.
And volunteers, it's always important to have volunteers to help out, at such events and all, because they're very crucial in such events being a successful one. But people are always interested in getting involved, so they can reach us. They can either message me on Facebook or call me up and all, and anyone in Auckland if they are there. So they can do that, and also be a part of something powerful. That's what I want to say. That we want to bring women together, and we are fortunate to bring women who are passionate about breaking barriers, and we are excited to continue this journey with all of them. With every event, we hear really inspiring stories of how women have transformed their lives by gaining new insights, making connections, and taking charge of the future. I mean, join us I encourage whoever is listening to come and join us, especially women only. It's only women, and it's a free event. I must say, it's a free event. There's no cost. We need your voice, your experience, and your energy to help make this movement grow. We want like-minded women to come together and make a change and make a difference.
Yeah. That's a beautiful note to end on. thank you so much for your time today. I know it was kind of late night for a weeknight, but with
No,
living
that's
in
okay. It was lovely chatting with you all, and this is my first podcast I've done, so which is
yeah, and anyone listening to this, if you're free this weekend and live in Auckland and you want to go along, you can find the registration link in the details of this podcast. And, if you're not able to make it this weekend, you can follow EmpowHER on social media and see when the next workshops are coming up, because there are a few every year and they're all different topics. But it was really great speaking to you today, Rani, and I wish you all the best for this weekend's workshop or your future
thank
workshop,
you.
and also your actual day job as well.
That keeps going, there's no stop to
Never
that.
ends.
Even this also, there's no end, but it's good to be on this podcast and share my thoughts, views, and and just get to know you all also, and
It's
hopefully,
nice talking to you. Yeah, we actually connected here. Yeah.
yeah, and if you're in Auckland anytime, both of you, let's catch up.
Sure. And
Yeah.
anytime you're coming down to Melbourne, feel
Yeah, I will. And Harita, let's collaborate, do something.
Yep, definitely. We'll have to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for having me on here.
Thank you.